Pirates hated royal tyranny, but they fought like animals. They stole from each other, killed over loot, and destroyed their own home. Nassau would have collapsed if one man hadn't stepped forward. His name was Benjamin Hornigold, the first official leader of the Nassau Pirate Republic. Hornigold, we can keep killing each other, or we can build a home worth fighting for. Hornigold created a system no European empire could comprehend. Captains were voted by the crew, not born into power. Loot was split equally among every man. Any pirate maimed or disabled in battle received official compensation. It was primitive democracy, far fairer than most 18th-century monarchies. But Hornigold had one fatal flaw: he refused to attack British ships. He was once a royal privateer, and loyalty still lingered in him. The pirates saw it as weakness. A free republic should bow to no empire. After 3 years, they voted him out. His replacement, his apprentice, the man who would terrorize the entire Atlantic. Edward Teach, Blackbeard. Blackbeard did not want laws, he wanted fear. Tall, cloaked in black, armed to the teeth, he lit slow-burning fuses in his thick beard before battle. Smoke shrouded his face, turning him into a fiery demon straight from hell. Merchant ships surrendered the second they saw his flag. Resistance meant death. Under Blackbeard's reign, Nassau reached its golden age. The harbor overflowed with pirate vessels, black markets thrived. The empire had zero control over this lawless island. But Blackbeard never wanted to govern. He only wanted the sea, the chase, and the legend. He soon abandoned Nassau to sail free, leaving the Pirate Republic in new hands. Next in power was Charles Vane. Hornigold believed in rules, Blackbeard believed in fear. Vane believed only in war. A bitter ex-British sailor, he refused all diplomacy. To him, empires existed only to be destroyed. By 1718, European wars ended. Tens of thousands of unemployed sailors flooded the Caribbean, swelling Nassau's pirate ranks to an unstoppable size. Finally, Britain could not ignore the rogue republic any longer. They sent a new governor to crush it, Woodes Rogers. Rogers was no ordinary officer, he was once a legendary British privateer too. He sailed the globe, looted enemy treasure for the crown, and was abandoned after the war. He went bankrupt, even imprisoned for debt. He understood the pirates perfectly, they were all discarded tools of the empire. Rogers offered mercy first. Woodes Rogers, lay down your arms, all past crimes are pardoned. You may start new lives. Resist, and you will die. Most pirates hesitated. But Charles Vane chose total war. As the British fleet entered the harbor, Vane set dozens of ships on fire and sent them blazing toward the Royal Navy. Smoke covered the sea, fire lit the night. It was the Republic's final, furious middle finger to the British Empire. But courage could not defeat discipline and firepower. Vane's reckless tactics lost him all trust. Once again, the pirates voted. Vane was overthrown by his own crew. The final leader of Nassau was Calico Jack Rackham. He had no Hornigold's wisdom, no Blackbeard's terror, no Vane's brutality. His only talent was charm. Yet his crew housed two of the most legendary pirates in history, Bonny and Mary Red. In an era that banned women from sailing, both disguised themselves as men, fought harder than most male pirates, and became the Republic's fiercest warriors. But the end was inevitable. British forces closed in. The pardon offer stood as the only way out. Calico Jack surrendered and swore to abandon piracy forever. Yet freedom is addictive. 2 months later, he stole a ship and returned to old ways. This time, Britain showed no mercy. In 1718, the Pirate Republic of Nassau officially collapsed. The pirate flag fell, the British flag rose. The world's freest outlaw nation was gone. Every legend met a brutal end. Charles Vane refused to surrender and was hanged in Jamaica. Blackbeard died in a brutal British ambush. His severed head hung from a warship's bow as a trophy. Hornigold accepted the pardon, became a pirate hunter, and perished in a storm, haunted by his old allies. Calico Jack was captured drunk and publicly executed. Mary Read died in prison. and Bonny vanished from history, her fate forever unknown. The Pirate Republic lasted only a few short years. It had no crown, no king, no official government. It was chaotic, violent, and lawless. But it proved one powerful truth. When empires cast you aside, when the world refuses to give you a place to belong, ordinary people can build their own freedom. They lost their war against the empire, but their legend still echoes across the Caribbean waves. They were criminals, they were rebels, but most of all they were free. And that is why the legend of Nassau's Pirate Republic will never die.